Hi there. In this video, I'm going to be looking at the influences on marketing, but more specifically, the factors influencing customer choice. So we're going to start firstly with the psychological influences. Now, these are internalized. These are influences within an individual that are going to affect his or her buying behavior. Now, a few of these internal factors are perception. So, this is the process through which people select, organize, and interpret information to create meaning. More often than not, however, consumers react to perceptions rather than a reality. Now, as a result of this, marketing managers need to create a positive, a favorable perception about their product. So, for example, while a product may have the image of being trendy, of being classy, of being fun, rebellious, the product itself, an inanimate object, the product itself may not actually have, these qualities. It's just the way that you perceive it to be. We also have the motives, so the motivation. Now, this is the reason that makes an individual do something in the first place. The main motives for people doing anything, but more specifically that influence customer choice, include comfort, their health, their safety, their ambition, their taste, their pleasure, their fear, and advertising attempts to motivate a customer to buy a certain product by influencing these motives. So, for example, by emulating a sporting hero. We also have their attitudes. Now, this is a person's overall feeling about an object or an activity, and a customer's attitudes towards a business generally influences the success or failure of that business's marketing strategy. Obviously, a negative attitude towards a business or its products will force the business to change its strategies. We also have personality and self-image, which is the collection of all the behaviors and characteristics that make up that person and how a person views themselves. So, for example, the style of clothes that a person buys may reflect their personality. So, marketers will make the most of an individual's desire to express their identity through what they buy by highlighting the image value of the product. So, if someone sees themselves as being joyful or happy, marketers will attempt to persuade consumers to buy a product by highlighting that this image, this item is going to, make you more happy or joyful, because these are the images that the product has as well. But again, it's an inanimate object; it can't do that. We also have learning. Now, this refers to changes in an individual's behavior caused by information and experiences. Now, this can either be directly through use or indirectly through advertising. So, for example, directly through use, you may have used a particular product once and it may made you feel sick. Now, that's a learned experience. That's a negative experience. Now, what businesses want to try and do is create positive experiences with the hope that you'll then create a sense of loyalty to the brand. So all these experiences, businesses try and create positive ones. So now we also have social cultural influences. Now these are external. Now the psychological influences were internalized. These are now external, because these are forces that are exerted by other people and groups that affect your buying behavior as an individual. Okay, so for example, we have a person's social class. So this refers to your relative rank in society based on your education, income, occupation. Now, this is a total social construct. Okay, this isn't a hard and fast rule. This is something that society has constructed to have value. However, this still influences the type, quality, and quantity of products a customer buys. So, for example, people from a high social class tend to more likely purchase high-cost, high-quality, status-driving products, things that further that social construct of them being at a high status in society. We've got a culture and subculture as well. Now, culture is all the learnt values, beliefs, behaviours, and traditions shared by society. It determines what people wear, how they eat, where and how they live. Now, for example, recently there's an increase in healthy eating trends. So there's a big push from marketers now and businesses for low-fat, sugar-free, gluten-free, organic, non-genetically modified foods or products, because this is what now people are gravitating towards. We have the family and roles. Now, the family structures and roles influence product purchases. Now, even though it is changing, the role of women is changing, traditionally they still make the majority of buying decisions. So marketers will push products towards women because they're the ones that will make up the mind of what they're going to buy for the household. However, the role of children now is actually increasing. So more families now are giving children their voice in where they're going to go on holiday, what car will they buy, what furniture do they want in the house, or what house itself they're going to buy as well. And reference or peer groups, basically your friendship circle. Okay, it's a group of people who you closely relate to, and you share those attitudes, values, and beliefs, because after all, they are your friends. And a customer's buying behavior may change to match the rest of the group. A group member may come in with the latest pair of joggers or sneakers, and all of a sudden everyone else has the same because they're trying to match that friendship group. We've also got economic influences. Now, these economic forces influence a business's capacity to compete, okay, and a customer's willingness and ability to spend. Okay. Now, remember, when we looked at what makes a market, they need to have the money, but they also need to be willing to spend it. Okay. So during a boom period in the economic cycle, okay, there's an upturn in the economy, a boom period. There's great marketing potential here because there's rising income, there's low unemployment. People are optimistic about their future because they see themselves as having a job for a longer period of time. So marketers will tap into this and push products, okay, luxury goods. On the flip side of that, during a recession period, during a downturn in the economic cycle, there's high unemployment, there's low incomes, people aren't as confident. So people are going to go more for staples. They're going to be more price conscious. They're going to be looking for longer lasting products. They're going to be looking for less luxury items, but things to just help, see them through. And then finally, we've got government influences. Now, government is a very large influence on all businesses because all businesses need to comply by government law. Okay, they need to be compliant. Now, there are a number of laws, such as the Competition and Consumer Act of 2010, which used to be known as the Trade Practices Act, Sale of Goods Act, the Fair Trading Act. They all influence marketing decisions. So governments do play a major role in making sure that businesses are compliant. If they're not, it may lead to fines. Well, I hope this brief video on factors influencing customer choice has proven useful. The next video will look at consumer laws in a lot more detail. Thank you.